or in some events, and of course were maybe people from the company. In a few occasions was alone between him and me.
Joining me now, co-host of The Five and former White House press secretary under President George W. Bush, Dana Perino. Dana, good to see you.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you tell me, I feel like they got a little tripped up on those two specific allegations because Trump's on camera many times saying she would eat the whole gymnasium, she loves to eat, she'd eat anything you put in front of her. I don't know whether he used those specific terms that Hillary accused him of and that the Miss Universe did. But you tell me whether this is good or bad that here we are on Wednesday and the country's still talking about it.
I would say that it is not good. It's not good for the country, and I don't think it's good for either campaign. It's not good for the confidence of the system. You already had people saying that they felt unenthusiastic about their choices. They don't really like either candidate. They don't trust either candidate. This can't possibly help. But it's high stakes, and I think what Hillary Clinton did, when she said that on Monday night towards the end of the debate, I remember saying to Stirewalt, who was sitting next to me, I said, they're laying a trap. Like, there's going to be something there. And he had warning that this was going to come. Now, you can't plan for everything in your life that you've said, but this is not, dealing with how he has treated women in the past should not have come as a surprise in the campaign against Hillary Clinton.
It should not have, and I'll give you Exhibit A in the reason of in our case for the reason why Donald Trump should not have been surprised. The women issue was going to come at him. You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
No, it wasn't. Your Twitter account...
Thank you.
For the record, it was well beyond Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes, I'm sure it was.
This is a man who has called women pigs, slobs, and dogs.
Somebody who's been very vicious to me, Rosie O'Donnell. I said very tough things to her, and I think everybody would agree that she deserves it, and nobody feels sorry for her.
I tried to warn you.
It was like 13 months to prepare.
It was very clear. It was very clear that that was going to come. So why was his answer, who? Where did you get that from? I mean, he's got to have an answer ready on this issue.
He should have an answer ready for it. He didn't. And his instinct was not even to say, I remember her fondly, and, you know, being the head of the Miss Universe pageant is obviously very different from being commander-in-chief and moving on, right, and pivot back around to something else. But instead, he started down a road that
to suggest he hadn't said it, which led to her being paraded out to all the shows.
And but also the Hillary Clinton team did lay a trap.
Completely
they were
orchestrated.
totally ready for it.
This woman had an interview with Cosmo in the bank. Right. I mean, it was all printed up and it was beautiful. It was long. It was obviously worked on for several days yesterday, right? So they knew that this was coming.
Right. I call her the Swift Boat Veterans for Truth of 2016.
Ooh.
Right. A surprise. Something that had happened in John Kerry's life from a long time ago. They felt that in the Senate campaign that he had dealt with that. They had a bunch of generals who said he absolutely deserved those medals. Then it comes to the presidential race 15, 20 years later. These allegations come up again, and they're like, wait, we already dealt with this 20 years ago. Why does anybody care? But it mattered then. It's huge high stakes. She's narrow casting as well. It's not just women writ large that she's talking to, but also Latina women in particular.
That's right. And even tonight, as the Trump campaign clearly wants to move beyond this, Newt Gingrich is out there bringing it up again, saying you can't gain a bunch of weight when you become Miss Universe.
Just like stop talking about women's weight altogether.
Right.
Stop.
You know what? If you want to increase your numbers with women, yeah, just stop telling us how fat we are. Because as it turns out, it doesn't make us feel very good.
That might help.
Especially when you have been classified as overweight. And we don't want to hear it. In fact, even if you're perfectly fit, and especially if you're perfectly fit, we don't want to hear it. Because you know what?
We definitely do not want to hear it anymore, Bigley.
Yeah, that's all. Okay? Period. End of report. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Does this dress make my butt look big? What? You can't see my butt. Well, we have some eye-opening new details tonight on the